You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
Greater Hyderabad is going for civic polls on 1st December, and never has any municipality election campaign in Hyderabad been so charged up as it is this time. Out of the 150 seats the BJP presently holds just 4 seats, the Telangana Rashtra Samiti or the TRS holds 99 seats, AIMIM holds 44 seats, the Congress has 2 and TDP holds 1 seat. And the BJP is leaving no stone unturned to gain some ground. From deploying political heavyweights like Union Ministers Amit Shah, Smriti Irani and UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath to invoking Jinnah to raising the communal rhetoric, the party seems to be fighting this election tooth and nail. And while the BJP has promised to free Hyderabad from the quote-unquote Nawab Nizam culture and rechristen the state to Bhagyanagar, Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, also known as KCR, is feeling the heat of this high-octane campaign in his own turf and has been compelled to give it as much importance as the BJP is giving. In his rallies, KCR has been urging people to not get influenced by what he describes as outsider politicians and to quote-unquote save Hyderabad from divisive forces. But why is the BJP stressing so much on the municipal elections? What is the game plan here and what is at stake for the TRS? For this podcast, we spoke to Aditya Menon, the Quint's political editor, and Sriram Curry, the resident editor of Deccan Chronicle, who's also the author of the best-selling novel, Autobiography of a Mad Nation. You're tuned in to The Big Story, the podcast where we dissect the headline-making news for you. And I'm your host, Shalpuri. Recently, on 30th November, while addressing a public rally at Hyderabad's Langar House, AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi said, and I'm quoting his statement, quote, "It doesn't look like Hyderabad election. It's as if we're electing a Prime Minister in place of Narendra Modi." End quote. And indeed, looking at the kind of campaigning that has taken place so far, it's hard to believe that it's just for a civic election. The BJP, which as we said holds just 4 seats in the present municipality, has emerged as a key contender against the ruling TRS for the first time. Recently, on 27 November, BJP President JP Nadda even told a rally attended by thousands that, quote, "It's time for the end of TRS rule and for the need of the BJP rule in Hyderabad," end quote. But despite not having too much of a presence in the state yet, how is it that the BJP has come to posit itself as a major contender against the TRS? On that note, let's look at the past elections. In the 2018 State Assembly elections, the TRS swept the polls while focusing majorly on defeating the Congress. But the next year, in the General Assembly elections, it lost 4 seats to the BJP. And with these meager wins, the BJP hoped to replace the Congress as the principal opposition. And then in the recently concluded by-elections on 10th November, the BJP also managed to wrest the Dubaka seat from the TRS, which is sandwiched between CM KCR's Gajwel constituency and Siddipet, which is held by his nephew and Finance Minister T. Harish Rao. And with this victory in its kitty, the BJP has reinforced the perception that it's the only challenger to the TRS. If not to win this election, the party is definitely looking for an opportunity to increase its presence further in the state with the GHMC elections. But this begs the question, why is the GHMC election so important? Firstly, this election decides who gets to control Hyderabad, the capital city of Telangana. 24 assembly constituencies come under the GHMC, which are spread across 4 Lok Sabha seats, including the Secunderabad constituency, which is a BJP stronghold. And Aditya explains why the GHMC election is so critical to capturing power in Telangana.
GHMC area in the Vidhan Sabha roughly corresponds to about 24 assembly seats, which is about 1/5 of the entire Telangana assembly. So if BJP manages to make inroads in these areas, it would really help it emerge as the main opposition in Telangana. As of now, the main opposition, which was the Congress, is completely dilapidated. The AIMIM, which is officially the opposition in the Telangana Assembly, is practically an ally of the ruling TRS. So BJP senses a vacuum, and in order to fill that vacuum, it has already expanded itself in northern Telangana, which was clear during the seats it won in the Lok Sabha elections. Then came the Dubbak bypoll, which the BJP scored a surprise victory over the TRS. And now this is the third phase of BJP's expansion in Telangana. There's also the symbolic importance of Hyderabad because it's the capital of the erstwhile Nizam kingdom. Now, because BJP stakes claim to the legacy of Sardar Patel, it must be remembered that the Nizam kingdom was annexed by India under Sardar Patel's tenure as Home Minister. It is cited as one of his biggest achievements. So BJP obviously would consider it a symbolic victory if it does well in the GHMC by polls. And BJP has consistently been saying that capturing power in Hyderabad is very central ideologically for it. So that also needs to be kept in mind, and Hyderabad's nature itself is something that has been contested by Hindutva forces. The name of Hyderabad itself, Hindutva outfits want it to be called Bhagyanagar. The Charminar they claim is actually a Hindu temple. So Hindutva forces have been trying to show Hyderabad in a different way and show it as some kind of a contested place between Hindus and Muslims. Obviously, this is all a created narrative, but it is very central in the Hindutva worldview.
Now, coming to the BJP's aggressive campaigning, what is the game plan here exactly? Where does the GHMC fit within the BJP's expansionist mission in South India? Mr. Sriram Kari weighs in.
But what is BJP telling the people of Telangana is this: we want your state. We give it the maximum importance in our priority, the same way they've done with West Bengal some time ago. Mm-hmm. It is this kind of an aggressive courting of the voter and electorate repeatedly and consistently that gives BJP dazzling results. And in all fairness, K. Chandrasekhar Rao, the Chief Minister of Telangana, who did not involve himself in the last GHMC election, sensing the BJP campaign, he himself made it high profile. Because by that logic, you should also ask, why should K. Chandrasekhar Rao Garu or K.T. Rama Rao Garu participate in a municipal election? Let the mayor, who was their mayor, handle the election. But as Mr. Amit Shah said, and this is one thing he said, of all the things he said during his campaign, that I felt was absolute truth, where he said, I do not, or my party does not see any election as small. Every time people go to exercise their mandate in any part of India, we, the BJP, would like to be there. We'd like to take our message, because BJP is an ideological party. Do you like the ideology? Do you disagree with the ideology? Is this the idea of India that subscribes or coincides with yours? Is a different debate. But there is no doubt that the fervor with which BJP goes for election is not just about contesting an election. It is to win, and it is to win everything. And I think that is the reason they have bombarded here, the biggest of leaders, and each one is very carefully picked. Tejasvi Surya to address and create energy among the youth. You had Smriti Irani addressing a different constituency. The Prime Minister, during the vaccine review, was addressing a different kind of an image, even as Mr. Yogi Adityanath gave a different kind of a message. So BJP's got all the elements required in a successful election campaign, which TRS hasn't faced before.
Mr. Curry also points out that it's the first election being fought since the Congress has been utterly and thoroughly defeated as the principal challenger, leaving a gap for the BJP to fill in.
This is the first election since the time when a perception has anyway been created that the Congress is finished, that the only or the principal challenger to the TRS is the BJP. So BJP is trying to say, therefore, that TRS is unpopular, that we are the only opposition, we are the only destination to all the anti-TRS leaders and cadre and voters. And they're trying to establish that this government is very, very unpopular by winning as many elections, big or small. For this reason, GHMC is important. It's important to TRS because, one, they won it with a very big majority last time. Mr. K.T. Rama Rao, the son of the Chief Minister, and the urban, municipal and urban minister, he is the face of TRS in Hyderabad. He has always been the projected, he was the icon who spoke about brand Hyderabad. So Hyderabad in a way is very important for him, even though as an MLA his constituency is Sircilla, which is a fair distance away. So the feeling that at some point of time the chief minister will leave the state to the sun as chief minister and go to the center to create a federal front.
But far from talking about local issues, the BJP seems to be banking on its communal rhetoric in the campaign. While Smriti Irani has accused the TRS and the Majlis of quote-unquote harboring anti-nationals and 75,000 illegal Rohingya, Bangladeshi and Pakistani immigrants in the city, Amit Shah has said, and I'm quoting his statement, quote, "Our government will free Hyderabad from Nawab Nizam culture and will ensure the utmost development for the betterment of the state," end quote. And BJP MP Tejasvi Surya, who's infamous for his communal and inflammatory statements, has invoked Jinnah and openly said, and again I'm quoting a statement, quote, "A vote for Owaisi is a vote for Muhammad Ali Jinnah," end quote. And he's also gone on to comparing Owaisi as an avatar of Osama bin Laden. But most importantly, the BJP campaigners are not even calling Hyderabad as Hyderabad. They want to rename it as Bhagyanagar, which they claim was the original name of the city, although the claim remains unproven. According to the historical details currently available, Hyderabad was founded by Quli Qutub Shah, the fifth ruler of the Quli Qutub Shahi dynasty. And although both MIM and TRS has mocked BJP's zeal, with State Minister KCR even commenting that quote-unquote Delhi leaders are coming for quote-unquote gully elections, CM KCR has found his party in the defensive position in his own turf. What is making KCR and his party nervous in his home ground? What is at stake for the TRS? And back to Mr. Curry here.
Well, the reason we felt the TRS was jittery and that Mr. KCR was a little nervous, or the TRS party is nervous, is because you must realize that TRS as a party has never been nervous before. K. Chandrasekhar Rao is a very, very disruptive thinker. He's one of the most strategic and shrewd brains in Indian politics right after Mr. Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. I would think KCR is the sharpest political brain in this country. He can see things ahead. He can provide for it. He disrupts. He always leaves his rivals guessing. And therefore, for him to have not seen in 2000, let us look at the strength of BJP in the state in all fairness for people outside Telangana. The last elections less than 2 years ago, the assembly elections in 2018, which KCR brought ahead of schedule so that he doesn't go to poll in 2019 in a larger Narendra Modi wave. He brought the elections ahead of schedule. The elections happened at a time when you would recall Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh had also voted with a kind of anti-BJP mood. The states of the three states in the north went to Congress. The Congress was trying to assert it will win Telangana. It did extremely well. Congress was the principal opposition with 19 and TDP won 2. That's 21 seats out of 119. Of course, the TRS won it very handsomely, 88 seats. How many did BJP win? 1 MLA, 1 out of 119. This is where the chief minister made a mistake. He thought the BJP is finished. It will never be able to come and be accepted by people of the state. It's a South Indian state. There is a barrier so high for BJP. So he tried to finish off the Congress. He spent the next 2 months, instead of forming a government, which is unprecedented in democracy. You know, the winner for 2 months does not even swear in a cabinet, just trying to break the losing Congress Legislative Party and get 2/3 of them merged into TRS because he wanted the number 100 plus out of 119. He succeeded. People got angry. Within 4 months, in the Lok Sabha, BJP won 4 seats, 4 MPs. More significantly, in Nizamabad, Dharmapuri Arvind, who's a first-time contestant, defeated the chief minister's daughter, K. Kavita. That sent shockwaves to the TRS that BJP is capable of hurting them far more than Congress. More interestingly, while that was kind of written off as a one-time Lok Sabha Modi factor, when TRS lost to BJP recently in Dubbaka, there is a growing sense of BJP around, especially unemployed youth across the state. It's seen as a party for the young, that is hurting TRS as a perception. There is a feeling in Hyderabad is a very cosmopolitan city. It is the city with the highest factor of friendliness to Hindi in entire south of India, which means you could be comfortably speaking English and Hindi and live here with absolutely no sense that you are not living in Delhi or Bombay or Calcutta. That's the kind of cosmopolitan city Hyderabad is. So BJP finds that easier, that people can understand Hindi. It's a big factor which otherwise plays in a different way in Tamil Nadu or Kerala. And recently, Mr. K. Chandrasekhar Rao did say that he will revive, without waiting for the Lok Sabha, in a few days from now, in a couple of weeks in fact, he will have a meeting to launch the Federal Front, which is a non-Congress anti-BJP front of leaders including Mamata Banerjee, RJD, SP, etc. I don't know who all will eventually come and respond to the invite of KCR, but we'll have to see. But the fact that he wants to take the battle to Modi's backyard, that is Lok Sabha. So I think BJP said, we'll keep you occupied here.
The results of the GHMC elections will be declared on 4th December, so stay tuned to the Quint for all updates. If you like listening to this episode, please subscribe to the Big Story playlist for episodic updates. We're live on Apple, Google Podcast, Spotify, JioSaavn, and most of the other popular podcast streaming platforms. For other podcasts, please log on to the Quint website and check out the podcast section. For any feedback, shoot an email to podcasts@thequint.com.
Thanks for listening. Log on to the Quint's website and check out our other podcasts.